to my live stream lecture, and I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Veterans Day. I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Veterans Day. This is going to be a very special live stream lecture. You know, the focus of this specific lecture is going to be the origins of Veterans Day. The origins of Veterans Day. And, you know, before I get into this very important, exciting lecture, you know, I just want to let everyone know that I am a veteran. I served in the United States Marine Corps during the Desert Storm era. I have a honorable discharge, and that my journey in the military during my time, during my era, it was a phenomenal experience. You know, many of the skills and leadership skills and just so many different cultures that I've met throughout my journey as a young Marine serving in the United States Marine Corps during the Desert Storm era. I have my honorable discharge. You know, that experience I will never forget as long as I live. And many of those skills I have used throughout my life as an adult all the way up until now. And so with that being said, I'm going to give great honor on giving this lecture on the origins of Veterans Day. An unknown World War I American soldier was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. This site on a hillside overlooking the Potomac River in the city of Washington, D.C., became the focal point of reverence for American veterans. Similar ceremonies occurred earlier in England and France, where an unknown soldier was buried in each nation's highest place of honor. In England, it's the Westminster Abbey. In France, the Arc de, hope I'm pronouncing this right, Triomphe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so I just spelled it. These memorial gestures all took place on November the 11th, giving universal recognition to the celebrated ending of World War I. Fighting at 11 a.m., November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The day became known as Armistice Day. Armistice Day officially received its name in America in 1926. Through a congressional resolution, it became a national holiday 12 years later. By similar congressional action, if the idealistic hope had been realized that World War I was the war to end all wars. November the 11th might still be called Armistice Day, but only a few years after the holiday was proclaimed, only a few years after that holiday was proclaimed, war broke out in Europe. 16.5 million Americans took part. 407,000 of them died in service, more than 292,000 in battle. Armistice Day changed to honor all veterans. The first celebration using the term Veterans Day occurred in Birmingham, Alabama in 1947. Raymond Weitz, a World War II veteran, organized National Veterans Day, which included a parade and other festivities to honor all veterans. The event was held on November the 11th, then designated Armistice Day. Later, U.S. Representative Edward Reese of Kansas proposed a bill that would change Armistice Day to Veterans Day. In 1954, Congress passed the bill that President Eisenhower signed, proclaiming November the 11th as Veterans Day. Raymond Weitz received the Presidential Citizen Medal from President Reagan in November of 1982. Weitz local parade and ceremonies are now an annual event celebrated nationwide. Veterans Day is symbolic of all Americans who gave their lives in all wars. An Army Honor Guard, the 3rd U.S. Infantry, aka the Old Guard, keeps day and night vigil. National ceremonies held at Arlington National Cemetery, the focal point for official national ceremonies for Veterans Day, continues to be the Memorial Amphitheater built around the Tomb of the Unknowns. At 11 a.m. on November the 11th, a combined color guard representing all military service executes present arms at the tomb. The nation's tribute to its war dead is symbolized by the laying of a presidential wreath. The bugle plays taps. The rest of the ceremony takes place in the amphitheater. Veteran Day ceremonies at Arlington and elsewhere are coordinated by the President Veterans Day National Committee. Chaired by the Secretary of Veterans Affairs, the committee represents national veterans organizations. Governors of many states and U.S. territories appoint Veterans Day chairperson who, in cooperation with the National Committee and the Department of Defense, arrange and promote local ceremonies. So, with that being said, I just want to say again, happy Veterans Day, coming from a veteran. I am a United States Marine who served honorably during the Desert Storm era. And with that being said, Semper Fi, Semper Fidelis, I hope you enjoyed this very, very, very important lecture honoring Veterans Day. And for anyone who don't know, Semper Fi is what we use in the Marine Corps, and what that means is Latin, as always faithful. So with that being said, please hit my subscribe button, hit my notification button. Please support my channel, subscribe to my channel, share my channel with one person you know, because as the audience is aware, my channel is on the trajectory path to do phenomenal things for 2023. I got a lot of phenomenal topics coming down the pipeline. I'm spending a lot of time in the natural world, having follow-up conversations with many of my subscribers who are giving me ideas on future topics. And I really do appreciate them doing that. I'm just getting so many ideas, and I'm meeting so many people from all walks of life just by being out there in the natural environment of all ages. My youngest subscriber is 13 years old. I have many subscribers in high school, many subscribers in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even older, from all walks of life. Because I don't care what age category you in, or how young you are, how old you are, in between, my channel is family friendly. I do various of thought-provoking, inspiring, educational, motivational topics that can benefit any listener. So, please share my channel. And also, if you have not checked out my radio interview that I had in October 2022, where a rural renowned radio station interviewed me about the concept of my powerful book. I'm gonna put the link of that radio interview in this description. Check out that radio interview, and also for 2023, put on your bucket list to purchase my book, to read this powerful testimony in regards to how I literally rose from financial destruction to financial freedom. There's many tips and strategies in here on how to raise your credit score, how to pay off debt, and also simultaneously save money in your emergency savings account, tips and strategies about investments, and etc. Again, this is a must-read book. So that's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. And again, happy Veterans Day. Have a great day, everyone.